Alright, I'm gonna call this the Drunken Gear Review. I'm just gonna go over actually all of my equipment, just so you see what I brought with. I'm gonna start with my clothes. Stand up. Of course, I got the Unicycling Unicorn Trucker hat. Available now for 20 bucks. Let me know, I'll send you one. My necklace. Awesome. My favorite necklace in the world. It's a unicycler. Nice red shirt. Quick dry. Bought it from REI. Same thing with the pants. REI pants. Well, they're shorts / pants. Couple pockets. Quick dry. Crocs. Red Crocs. I used to hate Crocs, but once you go Crocs, you never go box. Yeah, and when you buy Crocs, like, get something, like, get a wild color, get something ridiculous, like tie-dye, or rainbow, or yellow, or pink, or red clown shoes, like me. I don't wear any boxers, at least on this trip. I wear bike shorts. I brought 2 of them so I can wash one and let it dry while I'm riding and wear one. So that's key. Darn tough socks. The only socks you should ever hike with or bike with. They're guaranteed for life, so if you ever get a hole, send them in. I'm sending you a new one. So I brought 3 pair. These are the thickest, warmest ones. They're all wool. My other 2 are just kind of lightweight, dry fast. I switch them up. I save one for camp usually, so they're not as stinky. I try to wash them every couple days. Safety equipment, we have some Giro gloves, pretty basic. Some Fox knee pads. I love these things. They're not super thick. They don't have a lot of protection, but enough if I fall on my knees. Yeah, they're great. My shoes. You're not a mountain unicyclist unless you have 5'10" shoes. These are awesome. They're the Free Rider Pro series. They're pretty lightweight. They're not like ultras or anything, but durable, sticky. They've been great. What else? I'm not gonna do food right now. I'll do that in another video. Sunglasses. I usually have some Ray-Ban aviators, but I knew I'd be dropping them and scratching them, so I just bought some cheap, $5, $10 pairs at a shop. For my stove system, I have the Jetboil. And I know it weighs a little bit more than other stoves, but it's fast, it's convenient. Boils water in 2 minutes. I love it. I've used it for years and years, and I don't know. I think it's great. Don't get a spork. Get a spoon, a long-handled spoon for those mountain houses and stirring. I started out with a spork and realized you never need the fork part. Spoon is good enough. My Thermo Rest here, highly recommend. It's probably one of my favorite items of my gear. You can lay it out, you can sunbathe in it, you can actually float in like a lake or a river with it. Oh, it's great. Mine's actually pretty used. I should buy a new one. It's pretty squished, but I sleep fine with it. Like, I don't know, I just love it. It's waterproof. When you take breaks, you can use that as a sit pad. I love it. Couple of smart water bottles. Probably seen those. And then, yeah, just a food bag, waterproof food bag. Pretty basic. And that's all for this section. I'll review the next section soon. Alright, some more gear review. Sawyer squeeze bag filter. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. As you've probably seen, I just figured out to do the gravity with the hose and the connectors. I bought a new one because my old one was kind of slow and I think I froze it. Got a couple bags in there. Gravity is the bomb. Don't ever have to do anything. It just does it itself. It's awesome. A little tall. You don't need much. I mean, if it's a microfiber dry fast, like that's as big as you need. Blue. Why not? My unicycle, I'm not going to go over in detail because I already did that in one video. We got the helmet, of course, the unicycling unicorn with the horn. Just to be silly. I mean, why not? Spare tube. Inside this, we got, I try to keep some of the heavy stuff, so this is my charger. Got some sun cream, a pump, my first aid kit. I'm not going to open it up, but it's, you know, typical first aid kit stuff. Yeah. And then the other side we got, it's basically just tools. In this side we got tire, these things to take the tire off if you have a flat tire. I have a couple spare spokes. I have some Allen wrenches, a spare patch kit, and that's about it. And for that, oh, and I got this Z-Pack. Bear hang system, and it's great. It's light, it works great. The line is super slippery, and I haven't broke it or lost it yet, so. And my last setup here is stuff in my tent right now. I have the big Agnes Fly Creek Ul2. I like it so much that I bought another one after my old one. The zipper ended up failing, but I got my money's worth and decided to get a new one. Unfortunately, like a week after I got it, I noticed like all these little holes in the screen, and I'm almost positive I didn't do them. Like, how do you get holes in the screen? I don't know. I sent them an email and asked, you know, like, could that be like a defect? And they're like, no, we do quality insurance. And I don't know, it kind of sucks because, you know, I'm looking at the stars at night and see these little black dots, and yeah, I don't know if they've switched their material. Maybe it's not as durable as my old one, but kind of pisses me off a little bit. But that works to keep the bugs out, so whatever. We got the Z-Pack 20-degree sleeping bag. I've had this for 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, ever since I started backpacking, and I love it. It's great. It's kept me warm. The zipper's slowly starting to fail on that, but you know, I've gotten my money's worth. Great. I do bring a spare set of clothes with, a cotton t-shirt, because when you get to camp and you take a shower, you want to feel comfortable. You don't want your stinky, sweaty, dirty shirt on. So for me, luxury item, but worth it. Same with the pajamas. They're cotton, they're fuzzy, they're warm. My mom gave these to me and they're great. Inside the tent right now we have, oh, and by the way, this tent's like less than 2 pounds with the stakes. Like, it's, I don't know, 1.5, 2 pounds, and lightweight, small. It's great. A lot of people don't like it that it only has the front entrance, but I'm flexible and I'm used to it, so I don't care. And I love that it's freestanding, so I can set it up inside a shelter, or yeah, I don't need to use the stakes if I don't have to. I got a dry bag for my sleeping bag. I have a MAC inflatable pillow. Luxury item, but you want to sleep good at night, so get a pillow. MAC is like the REI of Canada. Let's see, we got Anchor battery pack. This can charge my phone up to like 4 or 5 times. It's heavy, but it's awesome, worth it. Better than solar panel. Of course, a cord to charge my phone. A Z pack. I forget what it's called, but it's it weighs like a pound, maybe less than a pound. And I used it on the Appalachian Trail. Had a few issues with it, but it's still going strong. I mean, I would probably get it again. I might try something else, but it's worked, and yeah. I did have to modify it. I think I have the wrong size belt, so I had to put these little foam things on it to help it from squeezing. I don't know if you can see that, but kind of pinched me kind of on the AT, so I added that. What else we got here? All the pockets are empty. Of course, you need some toilet paper, some shit tickets, and you know, you don't want to run out of that. You want a little shovel, lightweight shovel. This is the Deuce. It weighs like nothing, and you know, you want to dig that hole. Have some hand sanitizer in there because you don't want to spread the norovirus. So use that, and the coronavirus. So that's important. Of course, I got the AT thing, badge number from when I hiked the AT. That's cool. I picked up the Oregon Timber Trail little patch at the last hiker box. Bug spray. I'm not a big fan of DEET, but I don't know. The bugs were bad, very bad, and I had to get it. You know, the natural stuff works okay, but this stuff works better. And bug net, lightweight. Used it a couple times. A syringe to back flush the Sawyer. That's important. Once it gets clogged, you want to do that so it flows better. That's my pack. I got a dry bag. I've attached this to my unicycle. Inside is a rain jacket. I think an MEC rain jacket. It's actually pretty heavy, and I kind of wish I just had a cheap and lightweight Frog Togs from Walmart. That's what I use on the AT, but I've used it. It's warm. It's good enough. Gloves. I like these wool gloves because some mornings it's super cold. You're packing up your tent, everything's a bit damp, and your hands are freezing, and they just keep your hands a little bit warm. Another pair of darn tough socks. You want a wool hat because it does get cold in the mornings and at night. That'll keep you, you know, nice and warm. I brought these with thinking it would be maybe colder than what it was. I haven't had to use them yet, but I mean, they weigh a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to be cold, so it's nice to have the security. These are for my shorts that turn into pants. Some earbuds. I actually have 2 earbuds because one of mine was starting to have a short in one ear, and so I bought another set. This is my wallet. I only keep a credit card, my ID, and usually like $100 or less of cash. You want cash on the trail if you know, sometimes you need cash. And I think that's all that's in that. Some chapstick. Haven't used it a lot, but we got a pack cover for when it rains. Haven't used that yet because it hasn't rained, but you're gonna want that so your stuff doesn't get wet. I have a kilt, and it's for the rain. I love it when I'm hiking. I haven't had to use it unicycling. I don't know how it would work, but probably be okay. I actually brought rain pants with, but I just mailed them home a couple days ago because they were just taking up space and weight. And I had an iPod I brought with, like a big, heavy, old school 160 gigabyte one, and that broke like the 4th day in. So it was just weight and the cord, and then I had the poster and a card that I bought. So I sent all that stuff home. It was like 1.5 pounds, and why carry it if I don't have to? Bocce Ball! Highly recommend. I've used them twice. Once to juggle and once to play bocce ball. They're lightweight, they're fun. Bungee cord to keep the bag on the unicycle. I also have another one. And we're getting to the last items here. Are you excited? We got another dry bag. Goes in my backpack. We got some bike shorts. I already talked about those. I have 2 pair. MEC puffy jacket. This one's actually pretty worn and not that warm anymore, but it fits me and I like it and still works. I probably need to upgrade to a bit better one sooner or later. And what else? Oh, we got this is to charge my batteries for my spot device and my headlamp, so I can use that with the anchor. Just put it in the batteries. And yeah, I've shown this before, but it has a whistle. It's my spot device for emergencies and to make family know that I'm safe. Headlamp. It's just a basic black diamond, I think it is. It's actually kind of heavy, I think, nowadays. I would probably upgrade to something lighter, maybe with a rechargeable battery instead of AAA's, but it's fine, it works. And last but not least, oh, another set of headphones. My mask or scarf or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty important nowadays. In Oregon, it's mandatory. Any indoor place, you're supposed to wear that. So I almost didn't bring it, but then I heard last minute that they were gonna mandate it, so I brought that with. And I think 2 more cords, one to charge the anchor and one to charge the AAA batteries. That's all my gear, folks. If you have any questions about any of it, let me know. I've used almost everything, and nothing's really broken yet, so all is good.